For today's course, we're going to build a circle matrix. So let's get started. The circle matrix can be used for like the product design, the ventilation, surface, for the architecture design. It can be used for the facade, decoration, and fabrication, etc. So the first, we need to set up a grade, and I will give it fictive to the x and the y, and we need to set the point. Okay. But once I set up the point, let's see the data structure. I turn it off for a while. Okay. We see the data structure. All the points divide into 51 independent groups. It's not as a one group. So I display that first. See? One column, one group. It's not like 1, 2, 5, 3 until the end. So it's supposed to be 50 by 50, 2,500 points, but it just divides into 51 independent groups. That's not good for our later process. So we need to flatten all the data into one group. So just click, it's flatten. Now the point can be arrayed to 0 to 2,500. So right now it's fine. So show the points again and delete it. Now we need to find the central point of this matrix. So set vector point. So it should be 25, right? 25 to the y direction and the x direction. Now, okay, it's at the central. Now we need to link all the points, all this point, with this point, the central point, with line. So click A, B. Now turn it off. Now for this shape, and then we need to measure the length of each line. Okay. But since the line is very long, so just set the length of each line as the radius of each circle. That will be too big, so we need to press the data. So we need to use this tool, remap numbers in math sector, and I found a reference point string, and V stands for value, this line, and set up the minimum and the maximum number we should press the data. So S source, and tell to what extent you want to press the range to the computer. So I think it should be around 0 to 0.5. That link. So I will explain this in Rhino. Just like if you draw some line, there's some very long line, very short line, like that. Now you wanna shrink those lines to some scale you want. So we just use this nice scale, find the reference point here, and there's a maximum value, and 2, the value you want, all together. Yeah, that's the meaning of this group of commands. Now we can set up the circle. So the central of each circle is the point, or those point metrics. So link, and the radius should be the data after the line's been pressed. So just link here. Now we can get the circle matrix. But if we want to change the form, the pattern of this matrix, we can insert a function like this, and find a random. Just use the geometry function sign. So we need to change the length first and give it to the value. And the maximum numbers and the minimum numbers. Okay, now the form has been changed. So we will adjust the function line. It will be changed as we change in the function line. Like that. So normally for architecture design and product design, we usually use the linear graphic. So turn this up. We can turn around the direction. So in the central, the radius of the circle will be the biggest. Once move more further and further, the radius will become smaller and smaller. That's the most form pattern we see in our life. So if you want to change other pattern, just change the different function. So like that, we can use another one. Or this one. Now we can design different pattern